Moving to Florida, what to expect. My first 30 days, been a little more than 30 days. What can you expect? Well, let's first talk about where I come from. I come from the Illinois area, the state of Illinois, Chicago area, Midwest, right? Born in the Midwest. So if you're from the Midwest, the main thing, of course, the reason that you probably moved down here to Florida is the weather. So we're going to talk about that right in the beginning. We're not going to talk about everything in this video, of course, that's impossible. But what to expect. We'll talk about weather, and as you can hear, some traffic. Number one, weather. Yes, it does get hot down here. People will tell you it gets hot. Yes, it gets hot in the Midwest, but the humidity with the heat here, noon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the summertime. Keep in mind, it's June at the time that I'm making this video. It's hot, right? It does get hot. It's pretty unbearable to be the most part. I would say if you like the cooler weather, probably not going to be happy. That's just the honest truth. Me personally, I've adjusted a lot to it. I don't hate it in particular. I still prefer to put up with the heat in the summer than I do the snow in the winter. Yes, it's true. You've probably heard it rains a lot. Yes, it rains a lot. It does rain a lot. Pretty much every day it will rain here in the Orlando area. And it's short. Sometimes you'll look up at the sky and it'll be completely clear and it'll rain. Sometimes you'll be driving down the highway, torrential downpour. Doesn't mean anything. It might rain 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It might rain 20 seconds, right? It's kind of a funny thing. You know how our days change in the Midwest, how one day it might be super hot, maybe super cold. It's pretty much more consistent here. It's pretty much hot when it's hot, cooler when it's cooler. And that's just the way that it is. But what does change is the precipitation. You can have a sunny day and then it can rain, and then it can be sunny and it can rain 6 or 7 times in the same day. It can do that, right? It might rain on me while I'm out here filming this. You never know, right? So yeah, that's the weather. Right now, pretty humid, 7 o'clock at night. You can probably hear the bugs maybe. The bugs out here are pretty thick, but again, I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Right now, 7:30 p.m., nice breeze. There's a nice little breeze right now. So yeah, that's the weather. That's the lowdown on the weather. This winter, I've been down here in Florida in the winter, lived in tropical climates in the winter. You'll love it, right? Perfect weather in the winter when everybody's playing in the snow, or everybody's shoveling the snow and they hate it. You're gonna be in your shorts. You're gonna enjoy it, right? So there's that. Driving down here, as an example, if you're from the Atlanta area, everyone knows Atlanta is horrible to drive in. If you're from Atlanta, you're probably not gonna care that much. If I-4, Highway I-4 here in Orlando is hellacious. It sucks. Again, I'm from the Chicago area. I've driven in horribly slow traffic, highway traffic. I'm from Kansas City, actually lived in Chicago. So I've driven in that traffic my whole life. And that's what it is. It's that slow, mind-bending traffic. Pretty much a wreck every day on I-4. If you have to get on I-4 to go anywhere, pretty much plan on it taking you 30 minutes to go anywhere in the Orlando area. If you live Davenport area, I would say you're probably going to be, during traffic, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. If you're in the closer surrounding areas, again, you're still 30 minutes. You're at least 20 to 30 minutes to everything, unless you're in the center of Orlando. And that is important because you will probably most likely, unless you're working at Disney or a resort or something. Actually, right now I'm very close to Disney, very close to the resorts, and I'm super close to that stuff. So if you work at Disney, I'm 5 minutes from Disney. But like I don't work at Disney, right? So I'm actually about 30 minutes from my work. and that's pretty much the norm, right? I've learned what time I can leave to get around and go places and do certain things. And you'll tell yourself, hey, maybe 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock is a good time to leave and go somewhere, 10 a.m. because there'll be less traffic. It's usually a good practice, but it's not always perfect, right? You might go and there could be a wreck, especially on I-4. There's probably still going to be, you'll probably still run into a wreck eventually, right? You'll probably still run into bad traffic. So, everything here in Orlando is spread out. That being said, there is a lot to do. If you're going, as an example, if you're coming from a boring place, a place that's boring, not a lot to do, and that's why you're coming down here, you're gonna have an awesome time. There is unlimited things to do. As many times as I've been down here and then now living here for 30 days, over 30 days, it's just impossible to even begin to start to do things. It's impossible to do everything here. You could live here for years and not do everything, right? I'm a beach person. The beach is like an hour away, a little over an hour away. I haven't gone to the beach as much as I would like to. Once I get more settled in to my living establishment, sure, that's the plan. So there is that. Again, weather, talked about that. Driving, it does get busy. It does get busy. Things are spread out. That being said, if you live in one of the areas, Claremont, if you live in, any of these smaller cities that are around one of the suburbs of Orlando, you're gonna have everything in your area, right? You'll be able to survive in your area. Even like Davenport, that's like a little more rural. There's still everything there, right? If you live down there, there's still, Hunter Springs, whatever. There's still everything there, right? You're not going to be left out. But if you have to go to the city center, yeah, plan on at least 30 minutes. Jobs. Let's talk about jobs. I'll throw jobs in here in this video just to get us over 8 minutes. The job situation here is competitive. It really is. It's competitive. People say, oh, there's not a lot of high-paying jobs. That's BS. BS. There are plenty of jobs that pay over $100,000 a year here. They exist. They're there. I know from personal experience. Trust me. But they're competitive, right? They are hard to get. If you're looking for a job, let's just say that's over $100,000 a year, you will spend you will spend over a month looking for it. That's for sure. I filled out over literally keep in mind over 70 applications before I got anything that was super great. They do exist. The good jobs are here. They do have high-paying jobs. Anyone that tells you that they don't have high-paying jobs here in Florida are crazy. Keep in mind, there is no state income tax. So after your federal tax and unemployment tax and those types of things, the money that you make is your money to keep, right? So that's actually a lot. It's actually a lot of money, more than people think over the year. But yeah, the high-paying jobs are here. If you're looking for a job of $20 an hour and up, I would say you're probably, it could take you a month to find one of those. $100,000 a year, you're probably looking at a month and a half, maybe up to 3 months to find a really good job. And I know you're thinking, oh man, 3 months. I don't want to say that's the case for everyone, but those jobs are usually something you look for, in my opinion. You look for those kind of after you have a good job. If you can come here and make $20 an hour and your wife can make $20 an hour, you can survive. It's possible. It's not an issue. And until you get your good job, right? If you want to make $15 an hour, you're kind of getting to the point to where it's like I hope that you're younger, maybe living with parents or friends or something. Those jobs can be found pretty much anywhere, anytime. You can make $15 an hour anywhere, anytime. You can get those jobs in less than 30 days. You can get those jobs in a week, a few days. Those jobs are everywhere down here. And the reason that is so common is because it is the tourism agency, and there is an abundance of tourism type jobs that pay around 15. If you work in the hotel industry, oh my gosh, plenty of opportunity for you here in the hotel industry. If you work in tourism, of course, Huge tourism. If you want to work at Disney, Disney employs thousands and thousands of people down here. Those people do make good money. Huge, you know, hotels, tourism, Disney. That's the thing down here. That being said, don't think that they don't have professional businesses down here. They do. Finance is down here. They do have finance companies. I work for a financial-based company. It does exist. They do have good paying jobs for finance-based companies. It does exist down here. Is it as large as tourism? No, it's definitely not, but it does exist. If you are in the food industry, say you're a chef or something like that, my gosh, you're lucky. You're going to make good money. There's plenty of jobs down here like that. Even to be a waitress, there's a lot of those jobs. That being said, let me be honest, from what I hear, and this is not from a personal experience, but from what I hear from other waitresses, is that it's not always the highest pay. That waitresses should not expect super large tips here. That's just what I hear. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? Perhaps I'm wrong, but that's just what I hear. The other thing about some basic things that are expensive here, groceries are not bad here. Groceries are pretty cheap here. They do have nice grocery stores here, things like that. Clean, good food. And again, they're pretty cheap compared to the Chicago area where I come from. Gas is expensive here right now. Gas is more expensive than I've ever paid in my lifetime for it. But you know, we're kind of gas is high for everyone right now. Keep in mind the time of this video. Gas is expensive for everyone. Let's see, what else is maybe an unexpected? Licensing your car here, getting your car licensed, huge expense. The transfer of plates and everything is about $500. I always thought in Illinois it was expensive to get new plates. It was like $340 in Illinois. Here it's about $500, so it's quite a bit. Transferring everything from your state to Florida is quite expensive. There are toll roads here. That is another thing. There are toll roads, and they can eat you up. Where you live is important. If you live near a toll road and it takes that toll road to get you everywhere, it will cut into your monthly expenses. I thought about that when you know, we purchased a home. We thought about where it was because of the tolls. I've seen people with apartments where they pretty much spend $40 a car every month just going through tolls. So it does exist. It can be an issue. It can be a pain in the ass. Excuse my language, but yeah, that's the honest truth. You have to get a Sun Pass on your car. It's just a little sticker. You put money on it every month. You drive through the toll. Not too confusing. I think most East Coast people are used to that. Midwesterners, not so much. But it's easy to do, easy to deal with. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for this video. We talked about a little bit of everything. I hope that helps. If you have any questions or want to know anything about moving down here to Florida, anything I can help you with at all, leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel. Click that little bell icon to make sure that you get notifications for my new videos. Like, comment, subscribe, and have a good day. Thank you for watching.